Welcome. In this video, we will see how to write a C program for two-dimensional translation. What is meant by translation? Translation means changing the position of graphical object. So in translation, we change the position of object from one location to another location. So let us write a C program for this. Open Turbo C, start Turbo C, create a new file, include header files in our program, hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, hash include graphics.h. So why we are including graphics.h header file in our program? Because whenever we are drawing graphical objects like line, pixel, triangle, etc., we must include graphics.h header file in our program. Otherwise, it will give us errors or not correct output. Then write our main function, void main. Then we will declare variables integer gd is equal to detect and gm. GD means graphics driver. So which graphics driver we are going to use, that will be automatically detected. That's why we have set the value of GD is equal to detect constant. And GM means graphics mode. So which graphics mode we are going to use, that will be detected by, that will be denoted by GM. Then we are going to draw a triangle in this program using three lines. Okay. So for that, these lines will be drawn from one vertex to another vertex of the triangle. So we require the x and y coordinate of three vertices of the triangle. So for that we will take x1, y1 as the coordinate of first vertex, x2, y2 as the coordinate of second vertex, and x3, y3 as the coordinate of third vertex of the triangle. Then after changing the position or after translation, we will get the new uh, x and y coordinate of vertices of the triangle. So for that we will take another variables, new x1 comma new y1. These are the coordinates of new vertex of the triangle after translation or after changing the position. Similarly, new x2 and new y2, new x3 and new y3. These are the new coordinates of vertices of the triangle after translation. Then we will take another variables tx and ty of integer type. Tx and ty, these are the translation distance. Tx means how much position you want to change in x direction, and ty means how much position you want to change in y direction. Suppose you want to change the position of object by 100 values in x direction, then value of tx will be 100. Similarly, if you want to change the position of object by 150 values in y direction, then the value of ty will be 150. We will take the values of vertices x1, y1, x2, y2 from user. So for that we will display one message, enter the values of coordinates of vertices of triangle. Then with the help of scanf function we will save these values in variables x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. We will also take the values of translation distance tx and ty from user. So for that also we will display one message on screen. Tx and ty. With the help of scanf function, we will store these values into variable tx and ty. Now we will use init graph function. We will pass three parameters to init graph function: address of GD, address of GM, and location of turbo C, location of BGI file. Now why we are using this init graph function? Because whenever we want to draw graphical objects like line, square, pixel, triangle, etc., our computer system should be in graphics mode. So with the help of init graph function, we enter into the graphics mode. To init graph function, we pass three parameters. First, address of GD variable, address of GM variable, and third is the location of BGI file. What is BGI? BGI is a graphics driver file, and in which folder or what is the path or location of that file, we have to write that in double inverted comma and pass as a parameter to this function. For example, in my computer system, this BGI driver file is located in C drive. There is a Turbo C3 folder, and inside that Turbo C3 folder, there is a BGI file. So whatever is the location or path of this file, you have to write that in double inverted comma. Now we will calculate the new values of x and y after translation. So how we will calculate that? Using this equation. New x1 will be old x1 plus tx. New y1 will be equal to old y1 plus ty. New x2 will be equal to old x2 plus tx. New y2 will be equal to y2 plus ty. New x3 will be equal to x3 plus tx, and new y3 will be equal to y3 plus ty. So you can see that we have added the translation distance tx to each x coordinate, and similarly we have added translation distance ty to each y coordinate. This will give us the new x and y coordinate after translation. Now we will draw the triangles. First we will draw the triangle without changing the position. For that we will use a red color. With the help of set color we will change the drawing color to red. Red is a constant color value. Now we will draw the triangle using three lines. So first line coordinates are x1, y1, x2, y2. Second line will be drawn from x2, y2 to x3, y3. Third line will be drawn from x3, y3 to x1, y1. So in this way we have drawn triangle using three lines. Now for drawing the triangle after changing the position or after translation, we will again change the color. Suppose we will use the color yellow. So we pass constant value yellow. Now we will draw the triangle using new coordinate of the vertices. So new. So first line will be drawn from new x1, new y1 to new x2, new y2. Similarly, second line will be drawn from new x2, new y2 to new x3, new y3. and third line will be drawn from new x3 new y3 to new x1 and new y1. So in this way we have drawn both the triangle before translation and after translation. Before translation our triangle will be drawn in red color, and after translation our triangle will be drawn in yellow color. So now write getCH function. GetCH function will hold our output screen till we give some input, and finally write close graph function. Why we are writing close graph function? Because of init graph function, our computer system is now in the graphics mode. To return back to the normal mode or text mode, we must write close graph function at the end of our program. So our program is now complete. Save this file. You can give any name. Suppose p21.c. Compile this. No errors. Run this program. So enter the coordinate of vertices of the triangle. Suppose the coordinate of first vertex are 200, 100. Coordinate of second vertex are 300, 200. Coordinates of third vertex are 100, 200. Enter the translation distance tx and dy. Suppose I want to change the position of triangle by 120 values in x direction and 170 values in y direction. So here you can see this. Our triangle before translation is drawn in red color, and our triangle after translation is drawn in yellow color. So this is called as two-dimensional translation transformation. So if you want to learn more such programming, then subscribe the channel.